What's red and white and alert all over? Why, animated red alert, that's what. Or who? Depending. She's made from Arcee, which makes my whole Bumblebee Minerva thing seem like stage one of a sinister plan. And who's to say it wasn't? She's got a new head, which I'm going to grab and thus totally obscure. A new chest, new scalpel, different spoiler, and a slightly altered transformation that allows her kibble to wind up hanging off her hips instead of up on her back, a la her show model. I also gave her new high heels to try and make her a little bit taller than the Arcee mold, but it's sort of debatable how well that's worked. Warning! The alt mode you are about to see is completely wrong. You see, I held off on doing Red Alert for a long time because I couldn't figure out how to turn a box with wheels into a tall, thin, non-boxy fembot with no wheels, and as you can see, I've solved that problem by not doing it. Because she's made from Arcee, she turns into a car, but you know who else turned into a car? G1 Red Alert. That's right, this alt mode is a G1 homage, he said, pretending this wasn't born entirely out of necessity. She's got a new, more G1-ish spoiler back here. Had to get rid of the old wings for a couple of reasons. These ones just fold up when we go into robot mode, which we'll do right now. The kibble chunks, she no longer holds them in her hands. Because she's only got one hand, that wouldn't have really worked. So they now tab into the remains of the back hinges and then are just attached to her old hip pouches. And the spoiler just folds down nice and flat like that, so it's not sticking out like her old wings would have done. And then you just fold them forward like that, and the tabs fold back to get out of the way. And from here on out, we're pretty much just transforming Arcee. When you fold down this shin flap on any painted Arcee, you really have to do it in the middle of the leg transformation when it's 90 degrees like that. Otherwise, you scrape some paint off. I learned that the hard way. You can see how low profile that spoiler is in robot mode, which is one of the reasons I made it. The old cockpit thing can sit low down like on Arcee, but it means the kibble chunks kind of stick further out to the side, so I prefer to keep it up here like this. I love how the Arcee mold always looks like it's shrugging when you finish transforming her into robot mode. It's like she just got up or something. And that's Red Alert in robot mode. We're right back where we started. So there you go, Red Alert complete, which also means Team Athenia is complete. I'm starting to make some progress over here. In fact, Red Alert is my last ever animated female Autobot who is alive. She also means I'm up to no fewer than 3 animated Fembot medics, which is probably a few too many even for me. I think it might be time for old PM here to go get flogged. Not that kind of flogged. Perverts, said the man with all the fembots.